actress, comedian Shondalia White, and this is your I Can't Eat Shit quick tip. Okay, so I wanted to start off and do this quick tip a little bit differently than I normally do because I had a viewer share with me that she is struggling with antibiotics, and honey, I have done the same thing, so I just had to share my story with you and give a little bit of tips that may help you out while you're dealing with something like that. So thank you, Vanessa, for sharing. So my story is I can't stand antibiotics, period. I have struggled with antibiotics, I think, my entire life. And they usually make me nauseous. I get very sick from taking them, even though they're doing something good for your body. We all know or should know that antibiotics are killing all the good stuff and the bad stuff. So it's doing a twofer at the same time. So I was sick for a full year at one point, and I was consistently getting infections, so I had to treat them with antibiotics. And it was this vicious cycle of like getting an infection, treating it with antibiotics, and then treating that because I got sick from the antibiotics, treating that with medicine, and then redoing everything because my body was so imbalanced and I had so many things going on with my gut that were not healed that I would just get sick again. So it was just a horrendous cycle, and I don't wish it on anyone. And if you're dealing with chronic illness, you deal with a similar type of thing, I'm sure. So I wanted to give a few tips on what I have learned and I do that have worked for me, and hopefully it can help you out a little bit. So one of the things that I do is probiotics. You know, I live and breathe on some probiotics, y'all. And I would suggest live culture probiotics, not just like a pill form. Live culture probiotics are pretty much just going to help your gut. It is giving the good bacteria back to your gut while you're taking those antibiotics, which are also getting rid of the good bacteria. But we also know if you're a woman, your lady bits get all imbalanced when you're dealing with antibiotics. So you want to find a probiotic that is specifically going to target the lady bits, okay? And they have some really good ones on the market right now. So make sure you do your research and do what's best for your body. But find the two different kinds. One is a live culture probiotic, and then you have the ones that are specifically targeting the lady bits. All right. The next tip would be to eat unsweetened yogurt. Unsweetened yogurt is like your best friend because it's giving you, once again, those cultures and those live cultures and helping you with that imbalanced body, and it's giving you that good bacteria. So unsweetened yogurt, I do unsweetened dairy-free yogurt, but you can also do not full dairy yogurt, non-dairy yogurt. They have tons of options. I do coconut yogurt, and just make sure it's unsweetened. And also, I would say prebiotics, just throwing that in there, in addition to cut the sugar altogether. During that time, anytime you're dealing with antibiotics or any kind of medications and stuff and your body is imbalanced, cut the sugar. Your sugar is just feeding all the bad things. That's all it's going to do. So cut that sugar, and that should really help you out. One more thing I would just mention, if you are struggling with constantly dealing with antibiotics, you will also start to develop a resistance to antibiotics. So just be very careful. Some doctors may be good enough to tell you that you're going to develop a resistance. And so what that means is when you need it for something really serious, like a surgery or some other thing that you're going through, it may not work, or you only can use specific ones. And so just be mindful of that and speak to your healthcare provider to see if antibiotics are even the right thing for you. And honestly, sometimes they be prescribing antibiotics and you don't even need it. I'm so serious. Don't even get me started. Maybe I'll talk even more about this in another full episode. But that has been your quick tip. Check out full episodes of I Can't Eat Shit podcast wherever you stream your podcast. You can also check me out on YouTube at Shondalia White, I Can't Eat Shit podcast. I have visual episode playlists where you can check out full episodes, quick tip episodes, or my bonus material. There's another way to do that, which is my cooking segment where I teach you how to modify recipes based on my restrictions. Yes, the food is good, so go check out your girl. You can also check out my RSS feed playlist if you just want to listen. Also, big news, I have a new merch site. Yes, the link is in the description. Go check out my I Can't Eat Shit podcast merch right now. Cop you some. And also, you can check me out as usual on Instagram at I Can't Eat Shit podcast or at Shondalia White. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. I Can't Eat Shit! I Can't Eat Shit podcast is not a replacement for a medical professional. If you need help, seek out a trained medical professional, nutritionist, or therapist to help you with your specific needs.